Now we are going to start the chapter Assessment of Companies. If you have to learn anything about assessment of companies, major thing that you have to know is all these deduction sections. See, when you are studying, at least try to read the name section 80IA and see what that section name tells. Now, once you know all of these names, say for example, if there is in any question, if they have given the heading as if it is an infrastructure company, there is one thing that should strike to your mind, saying that whatever is the PGBP income of that company is, that will be given as complete deduction. This is the kind of thing that should strike your mind. For that you have say around 8 to 9 sections that you will have to remember. Other than that, the other thing that you have to remember in this chapter is section 80G deductions, that is your donations. In your section 80G, there is category 1 of donations, where whatever amount I have donated, out of that there is no limit for it. That means they are not bothered about am I getting profit, am I getting loss. They are not bothered about it. If I have donated some amount, 50% of such amount will be given as deduction. The kind of items that will come in category 1 is all your Jawaharlal Nehru Memorial Fund, Indira Gandhi Memorial Fund, Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, and Prime Minister's Drought Relief Fund. These are the only 4 items that will come in category group 1 category. Now, other than that you have the second category that you have to remember, all the items that you have to remember is in group 3 category. In that, majorly the items like charitable institution, town planning, housing accommodation, minority community, temple, mosque, educational institution, all these kind of items will be coming in group 3 category. Here the speciality is there is a limit. Say if you are making loss, whatever amount you are donating, you will not be getting any deductions. Basically the government is telling if you are making profit, only then give some donation. Now why do you want to simply give donations? Is the criteria that is given by government. Now in group 3 category also, what happens, there is only one item, that is if I have donated any amount for family planning, that will be getting 100% deduction. Other than that, anything else will be getting just 50% deduction. Then category 2 is considered as a residual category. Here whatever amount I am donating, there is no maximum limit as such, but I will be getting 100% deduction. Now once we are through with all this 80% deduction, all the deduction categories, now we'll go to what kind of questions will be given for the sake of exam. Now the kind of questions that they give for the sake of exam is, normally they would have given some P&L account, and they would have given certain items, all the expenses, income, which you have already done in your normal IT, or you have studied in the concept video and other examples as well. Now what are you supposed to do? You first calculate that net profit as per P&L account. From that you add and less all the items. Once you do all this, whatever amount you get from here is called as PGBP income. There are various items that you have to add and less here. Once you get PGBP income, you are supposed to find out gross total income. How do you do that? You have 5 categories of 5 sources of income. In that, first one is salary, second one is house property, third one is PGBP, that means profit or gains from your business or profession. Fourth one is gonna be capital gains. Fifth one is other sources. Now once you get all 5 heads of income, the total of whatever you get here will be called as gross total income. That is gross total income. Now once I get my gross total income, what do? I deduct deductions under section 80. See, all the deductions that we had studied here, all these sections or 80G category, all these sections will be coming here. Once I deduct this amount, whatever I get is called as total income. Now, why do I need total income? Based on whatever is my total income, for this total income only you will be calculating tax. How do you calculate tax on this? Because this is a company, tax rate is always 30% or 25%. There are certain categories of companies given, which is already given in your notes. Please refer to the notes that is already given. Now, for the basics, normally we do generally take 25% as the rate of tax for the sake of companies. After I calculate this total income, on that amount I'm going to calculate 25% of tax. Let me just calculate it. Tax, if say 3 lakh rupees is my income, 25% of such 3 lakh is considered as your tax. Say for the ease of business I'm considering 4 lakh as my income, so 1 lakh rupees would have become my tax. For this I'm going to add my health and education cess at the rate of 4%. That means 4,000 rupees will become my health and education cess. So I'm supposed to pay 1,04,000 to government. This is how you solve questions on assessment of companies. I hope you understand at least a bit of whatever we have done now. All the questions, okay, this is how the pattern of the question will go. Like, they would have given you a P&L account. From the P&L account, as what we have already done before, that is from net profit as per P&L account, I'm going to add and reduce certain items, that is inadmissible expenses and all I'll add back. Say if there is any admissible expenses or non-business incomes that you're going to reduce, whatever amount you get after that, the final amount will be called as PGBP income. Till here we have already studied in partnership as well as your normal IT class. Once this is done, what do? If in the question they have asked you to find out what is the gross total income, you're going to do till here. That is all 5 heads of income you will consider. PGBP income you have already calculated. Salary, house property, if there is anything that is given in this P&L account, there will be data about it. So you will be taking all the heads of income here. After taking 5 heads of income, the final amount that I get is called as gross total income. From my gross total income, I'm going to take out the deductions, whichever section it is. Under section 80, there are various deductions that I can be taking. For example, all this. Now, with this, I'm going to take the deductions here. After reducing the deductions, the amount that I get is called as total income. On my total income, I am supposed to compute tax. Say for the companies, it is always going to be 25%. I'm going to compute tax at the rate of 25%. For that, I'm going to add my health and education cess as well. That is at the rate of 4%. Whatever amount you get after this will be my total tax liability.